She was born the year I graduated from the university. And secondly, the primary school she attended in New Busa was the same primary school that my first son attended. Sir, we have to thank Mr. President for gradually bringing in youth of very quality background. People that were running away from Nigeria are being encouraged to stay in Nigeria and be part of the solution. This is very encouraging. We have seen a lot of women, not just women, women of quality materials, doctors, engineers, lawyers, fine. The academicians that are running away from politics are being brought in now. And this is a good sign for the prospects and progress of this country. In line of this, Mr. President, I don't have any question, and I don't think we should ask this nominee question, than to appreciate Mr. President and to congratulate her and wish her success as a representative of Nigerian youth. She's just 37. And reading through her CV, this is not the first appointment, maybe higher appointment. She has served in some other lower pedestals. If she didn't do well there, they would not consider her for higher posts. So I'm proposing that we allow her to take a bow honorably, to take a leave of the Senate in honor of Nigerian youth. I so submit.
Distinguished colleagues, I'm hearing the commendation from the minorities, former minorities, because the Senate is one, so there is no minority in the Senate. But hearing from the leaders on the other side of the aisle, commending Mr. President for inclusion of youths in governance and encouraging the very educated young Nigerians with brains to stay back. I doubt if my brothers on the other majority side of the aisle will have any objection to the proposition. In that case, I want to ask distinguished Senator Sadiq, as a father from Kwara State, to wrap it up.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am Sadiq Sulaiman Umar. I represent the good and decent people of Kwara North, and we who are. Mr. President, first we want to thank Mr. President for identifying our own as worthy out of millions of youth in this country. Competent youth, courageous and creative. Our own has been given the privilege to go and lead them in this ministry. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Let me just say that the nominee, you've heard her clearly. You've seen what she has to tell us, what she has been up to. Her CV is very, very clear, from primary school, secondary school to university. No commerce, no K, all is excellent, all true. Mr. President, I can assure you, the kingdom she came from, she's a daughter of Borugu Kingdom, which Jagaban, the president of Nigeria, is part of our kingdom. Our kingdom is a courageous, brilliant, hardworking kingdom made of people. This is one of our products. Be rest assured, she will go and make not just the Senate, but the Nigerian youth proud. So let us ask her to take a bow and go, and let's go and start our work immediately.
Senator Sadiq, thank God that you did not spoil everything. Because while we are very excited to have youths in governance, you were about to go into too much of the resume about data. My dear, nominee. It is a wish of the Senate that you just say a word on what you want to bring to bear, and then how you want to play a role and become a role model for other Nigerian youths. How you want to use this position as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to inspire other youths in Nigeria to know that yes, there is hope for this country, and that there is no need for them to take their talents elsewhere, to go and build other economies. And thereafter, you can take a bow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Senate President, sir. It's on. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. President, Mr. Senate President, sir. I want to appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to speak, because coming here, I thought that asking me to just take a bow and go and not saying anything would be a great disservice to the Nigerian youth. Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity, sir. Well, we're aware of the challenges that Nigerian youth are faced with: underemployment, unemployment, yes, and of course, poor access to health, access to affordable and quality healthcare, poor access to quality education, and of course, we are deprived of skills that will make us keep up with the current realities of the job market. So, in my capacity as a Minister of Youth Development of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my role, if confirmed, Mr. President, thank you, sir. If confirmed as the Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to pilot the affairs of the Youth Ministry, my first and most important role would be to inspire young people. I hope to inspire young Nigerians, and I would like to quote what leadership means. It's a quote by John Maxwell, one of my favorite authors. He said, "Being a great leader is all about having a genuine willingness and a true commitment to leading others to achieve a common vision and goal through positive influence." So I hope to use my office to positively influence Nigerian youth to have a voice at the decision-making table. And when we're designing our youth development plan, we hope to bring young people to the table so we can have an all-inclusive plan that profiles a bottom-up approach in order for young Nigerians to take ownership of the youth development plan and its implementation. And we hope that this plan surpasses the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our dear sister. We want to wish you luck if the Senate confirms you, and that you will be a major inspiration, not just to the youth of the country, but also to the female gender. I have many female children, and I look forward to seeing one of them stand like you in future. Please take a bow. Next.
this is the screening of the three remaining ministerial nominees sent to the Senate for screening and confirmation by President Bola Tinubu. We just saw the first nominee, Dr. Jamila Bio Ibrahim from Kwara State, face the Senate. However, the lawmakers have chosen not to ask her any questions. Rather, they poured encomiums on her as a representative of the youth, asking her to take a bow and go. But before she took the bow and go, one of the things she said was that she was going to use her position, her office, to positively influence young people and bring them to the table to ensure that Nigerian youths take ownership of the Youth Development Plan. Two more nominees are about to be screened in the matter of minutes. We're expecting Mr. Ayodele Olawande from Ondo State to be screened, and Balarabe Abbas Lawal from Kaduna State also to be screened. The second nominee is right before the Senate on the podium, about to be screened. He's expected to give a short presentation of his profile, his career trajectory in the last few years, and what he hopes to bring to the table if confirmed as a minister. The nominee before the Senate is Mr. Balarabe Abbas Lawal from Kaduna State. You will recall that the former nominee from Kaduna State, which was the former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, his screen, he was not confirmed as a minister by this same Senate. And so Mr. Balarabe Abbas Lawal is expected to replace that nominee from Kaduna State. It's going to be a busy day in the Senate today. Apart from the first nominee who we have seen being screened, that was Dr. Jamila Bio Ibrahim from Kwara State. We also have two other nominees today who will be screened: Balarabe Abbas Lawal from Kaduna State and Mr. Ayodele Olawande from Ondo State. It appears lawmakers are conversing, and the screening is temporarily on hold for a few minutes. But the second nominee is already in the Senate chamber. The nominee from Kaduna State, Balarabe Abbas Lawal, was accompanied to the Senate by the Kaduna State governor and some other top dignitaries from Kaduna State who have escorted him for this screening exercise. after the screening of the 3 ministerial nominees, the Senate is also expected to screen persons for appointments as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission board.
We have before us another nominee from Mr. President. So you just give us a brief biodata of yourself, and then you await questions, if any, from distinguished senators.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Senate President. Your Excellency, Senate President, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barrow Jibrin, leaders of the Senate, and Your Excellency, with your permission, I want to recognize the senators from my state. Senator Ibrahim Khalid, Senator Lawal Adamu, and Senator Sunday Marshall Khartoum. I also want Your Excellency to also permit me to recognize my teacher, who is also a senator here, Senator Dr. Yahya Abdullahi, maybe in absentia. Thank you, sir. He's been my lecturer and my mentor. Distinguished senators, I want to start by thanking the Almighty Allah for his blessings and his mercies. I stand here honored before this hallowed chamber, the custodian of our federalism, the custodian of our federalism, because this is the chamber where all the states in Nigeria are represented equally. So this is the chamber that represents and protect our federalism. So I feel very honored to be in this chamber today to put in my brief summary. I'm also deeply grateful to His Excellency the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for finding me worthy of being recommended to this Senate to be appointed as a minister. It is a great honor, and I'll remain grateful to him. I also want to express my gratitude to all those that have come here to witness this occasion, which I think is historic as far as I'm concerned, your Senate President. I will start by trying to bring my brief summary. I was born on the 5th of February, 1958 in Kachia, Kaduna State. And I started my education at Kobam Criminal Primary School, known as the Town School Number 1 in Zaria, 1964 to 1970. And from there, I proceeded to Pereira College from 1971 to 1975, where I wrote my work. And I attended Kaduna College of Advanced Studies, Arts, Science, and Technology from 1976 to 1978, where I wrote my IJMB, which is Interim Joint Matriculation Certificate. Then I also did GCE A-level in November 1977. I also attended Ahmad Bello University, Zaria, from 1978 to 1981, where I obtained Bachelor's of Political Science. While in ABU, Mr. President, I was also a student unionism, and I was the Speaker of the Students' House of Representatives. That is from 1981 to 1981. I also did my master's degree in ABU in 1986 to 1987. Mr. President, I want to continue by trying to, throughout my career, I've sought opportunities to enhance my skills and broaden my understanding of governance, management, and environmental stability. I participated in various professional courses in development, including GMC in ASCON, And also, I attended management training course at Thames College in United Kingdom. I have also pursued specialist courses in privatization, infrastructure at the Center for Privatization and Engineering in US. And my commitment to continue learning has led me to executive courses at renowned institutions such as Cranfield University in United Kingdom, Harvard University, John F. Kennedy School of Government, and Sewell School in York. My professional career started with my work in CAS. I started working in College of Advanced Studies as a lecturer in political science. And I started from assistant lecturer to lecturer 1, and I left CAS in 1989, where I joined the Administrative College of Nigeria, ASCON, and there I was appointed as a facilitator in the Public Administration Department as Principal Management Development Officer. And I was in ASCON for a period of 3 years, and while there, I participated actively in the management courses of ASCON. In fact, I was one of those that participated actively in in civil service reform of 1988 and 1989. Then from ASCON, I joined the National Electoral Authority, NEPA, that's from 1992 to 1997. While in NEPA, I was appointed as the principal manager in charge of administration, and I served there for a period of about 8 years. Then from NEPA, I was appointed as special assistant to the Minister of Education in 1999, September 1999. And I was participated actively in the formulation, the policy of UBEC, that was Universal Basic Education. And I was secretary of the committee that was responsible for launching UBEC in 1999 in Sokoto. And in education, I also participated in various committees in the area of senior education and higher education from 1981 to 1999 to 2001. And 2001, I moved from education to the Ministry of Defense, where I was the special assistant to the Minister of Defense in charge of the Army. In that ministry, I have worked in the area of UNAMSL in operation and things like that. So I worked there for a period of 2.5 years before the end of that administration. And from there, I moved to the Ministry of FCT, where I served as the Chief of Staff to the Minister from 2003 to 2007. And throughout my career, I have sought opportunity to enhance my skills, broaden my understanding of governance, management, and environmental stability. I have participated in various professional development programs, including the general management courses, and also I have worked greatly in areas of visibility and in areas of environmental protection. I stand here before you, humbled by the depth and the breadth of experience I have gained through my career. I firmly believe that if given the opportunity to be appointed a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I am going to bring all these experiences to bear in my duties. Your Excellency. So, and based on the possibility that I may likely be appointed to the Ministry of Environment, I want to categorically state that I will bring all my experience and firm belief to the Ministry of Environment, and I will play the vital role in shaping the future of our great nation, Nigeria, which stands at a crucial stage in the area of environmental sustainability, and I am committed to leading the change in addressing these challenges of environmental issues. My vision for the ministry rests on 3 fundamental pillars: conservation, resilience, and collaboration. We must prioritize protection and preservation of our previous natural resources, strengthen our environmental regulation, and foster a sense of stewardship among our communities. Building resilience in climate change is paramount, and we will all develop robust adaptation and mitigation strategies to promote renewable energy in our country, and to integrate climate resilience in all sectors. Collaboration will be the cornerstone of our efforts, as well as bringing together government, private sector, entities, civil societies, and international partners to work with us. Because environment is very key to our development. Environment is key in the sense that we all live within environment. So with this, Mr. President and distinguished senators, I want to clearly say that in doing this, I am going to work closely with the National Assembly. I am a believer in democracy, and I believe that the executive can't function well without the legislature. The legislature is the basis and the strength of our government. So whatever I will do, and wherever I find myself, I am going to
Mr. President, very distinguished senators, I rise on point of order 8, subsection 3, to request, to move actually, that we extend our sitting period beyond 2 p.m. to enable us to take care of all they have on the order paper for today. I so move, Mr. President, sitting at chair.
President of the Senate, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that the Senate extend beyond 2 o'clock to enable us complete other important assignment on the other paper. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that this Hallowed Chamber do extend the sitting time beyond 2 p.m. to enable us to conclude all the items on the order paper for the day. Those who are in support of the motion say aye. Aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, in concluding, I want to indicate clearly that as part of my working career, I was appointed Secretary of the Government 3 times, from 2015 till today. And I want to say that I am likely the longest serving Secretary of the Government in Nigeria. So I have been part of administration, I've been part of policy making, I've been part of trying to change things in the country based on what I did at the federal level and what I'm doing now at the state level. So I want to bring this experience to bear wherever I find myself in the new cabinet of the president. And I want to express my gratitude to all of you for listening. And I also want to extend my sincere thanks to the President of the Senate for allowing me to stand here before this august gathering. This is a house of splendor, a house of integrity, a house of democracy, and I feel highly honored because to me this is the highest point of my career, to stand before this hall and say things about myself. I feel very, very happy. Today is maybe my happiest day, being here and being addressing this chamber. I want to end here by saying that environment, which I think I may be going there, is a very important issue, and we know that we have been going through a lot of issues to do with the environment. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yes, distinguished Senator Marshall.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, Senator Sunday Marshall Katun. I represent the people of Kaduna South Senatorial District from Kaduna State. Mr. President, I want to thank you for this privilege to stand and speak on behalf of our nominee. First, to thank Mr. President for nominating him, and to quickly state that the three senators from Kaduna have no objection to his nomination. Also, to state quickly that he was also born in my senatorial district. He attended the same A-levels like me, where he also became a lecturer when I jackpot to University of, the same year I jackpot to University of Lagos to commence my studies as a lawyer. He's a seasoned administrator from his resume as presented. He's also somebody who has understudied the
Can you say water, give me water. Water and sugar. Water and sugar. Get sugar, and water. Is it, where is Dr. Wale? Can the camera see it immediately? Can we have a closed session? Will the cameraman please leave us? Will the cameraman please leave us? Come, call Dr. Wale for me. Will the cameraman leave us? We are having a closed session immediately. All close cameras. All close cameras. Where's Dr. Wale? Yes, give me water. Water. Water and small sugar.
Well, Mr. President, sitting as chair, distinguished colleagues, I move that the Senate
The Senate has now gone into a closed-door session following the incident that just happened right now during the ministerial.
All right, back here at our Lagos studios. Of course, we've just been watching the live coverage there of the Senate screening and confirmation of 3 more ministerial nominees at the Senate there in the National Assembly. Of course, we did hear from Linda Kigbe, our correspondent who is there, that the Senate is indeed going into a closed-door session following what could be described as a Senate, should I beg your pardon, or should I say a nominee, a ministerial nominee, I believe Mr. Balarabe Abbas Lawal, who appeared to have collapsed while after just making a presentation into his resume there and getting some accolades, or should I say plaudits, from some of the distinguished senators. So right about now, the Senate has gone into a closed-door session. Hopefully, we will get to rejoin the Senate for the continuation of the Senate screening and confirmation of the 3 other ministerial nominees. We've already had the one from Kwara State, the Mrs. Jamila Ibrahim Bio, and of course we have to have 2 more, one of which we saw a while ago, Mr. Abbas Balarabe Lawal from Kaduna State, and of course we're still expecting 1 more from Ondo State, Mr. Ayodele Olawande from Ondo State. It's still Channels Television, and we will continue with our regular programming right here from our Lagos studios. Please stay with us.
Website channelstv.com has more information on our top stories and others. Subscribe and watch Channels Television's live stream on YouTube and other social media platforms using your mobile device browser, or download the Channels TV app for Android and iOS devices from their respective stores. You can also watch us via your smart TV platform.